Welcome to the Busy Beavers Section 2 or Number 2. Last time on our first mission, we covered the first of four series of health, and that is the first one, of course, is sleep. We talked a lot about sleep. There's recordings of it. You guys can look at it later. Um, but sleep was the main thing that we have to concentrate on. It's the foundation for all health. The second one, of course, is your mental functions, how you feel about life and where you're going and how to stay feeling good and moving forward and all things like that. So today we're going to go into how that what 10 strategies to stay in shape and maintain your positive mindset. This is all thoughts of me, and so don't believe me. Go out and do the research. Jim Rohn, of course, says that if you one person says to one book says to do this and you'll live forever, and the other book says don't do that, you'll die really quick. What do? Well, read both books and then you make the educated decision, right? So don't believe me. These are just my opinions, but I like them. So, and I might change them later. If you've got some stuff, let's talk. So anyway, first thing, of course, is to just stay physically active. Incorporating just 30 minutes a day of movement, anything that you enjoy doing, walking, yoga, dance, tai chi, water aerobics, weightlifting, getting on the stairmaster, whatever, or climbing the stairs, whatever it is, just 30 minutes of movement each day that you enjoy doing. That releases endorphins, it reduces stress, and it just improves your mood all around. And our bodies weren't meant to sit for 8 hours a day. So that's something to think about, right? Because a lot of us, we're sitting at the computer doing this. This, first of all, isn't a healthy posture, but it's just stay physically active. Those are the things that you can do to just help the mind just a little bit, and don't look at helping the mind as in one thing. A little bit here, a little bit there. That's why 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, whatever it is that you want to do. If you start at 15, I know my dad, when he finally started getting back in shape, during his lunch hour, he'd go walk for 20 minutes. And it wasn't, it's not like you have to like power walk, right? Just get out in the sunshine, right? Or if it's winter time, maybe stay inside, but you know, just 30 minutes of movement. Let's just say movement every day, right? So that'd be number one. Number two, definitely you want to try to prioritize strength training. As we get older, we lose a lot of muscle mass. And the strongest man in the world at 30 is not the strongest man in the world at 60 if he just continued to work out. You can't lift as much. That's just the way it is. So, but strength training, engage resistance, some type of resistance exercise 2 to 3 times per week. Build that muscle, at least keep that muscle strength, right? Maybe it'll improve your posture. It's definitely going to enhance your metabolic rate. All right. So, and if you're achieving those milestones, I don't know. Let's say that you can do 10 bicep curls at 20 pounds or 30 pounds or 50 pounds. That just kind of gives you that confidence. It's like, yeah, I can still do it, or yeah, I can still do it, right? And it just gives you a sense of accomplishment. So that, again, it helps the brain, right? So any type of strength training, and you don't, I don't want to say this, but it doesn't have to be 100% correct, a little, a matter of fact, who does anything 100% correct? I mean, there's always places to improve, right? So just get out there, watch some YouTube videos, and there's all kinds of links and people out there that know a lot more than I do, giving tips and tricks on what to do and how to do it. So just go ahead and start, getting some strength training, get those muscles moving, right? So, so that's number two. Number three, focus on some type of balanced nutrition. Now, this is a problem with people. They get into the nutrition wars. And, it's like, if you eat meat, you're a terrible person and you're going to die. And if you eat too much vegetables, you're a terrible person, you're going to die. If you do keto, you're a terrible person. Everybody's got their little group. And if you're not in their group, oh my gosh, you're a terrible person. You don't understand. No, we're all at our own level of ignorance when it comes to, especially when it comes to nutrition. Nobody studies it all. It's kind of like religion. I mean, most Christians think that, Muslims are terrible people. But how much do you know about the Muslims and what their faith is and what it says, and and or Jewish people. How much do you know about the Jewish religion? Most people don't know anything about the other side of the fence, shall we say. And that just goes the same through nutrition. There are people out there that are way smarter than me, that know way more than me, and that's great. But I can find somebody on each side of the fence, meat eaters, vegetarians, vegans, keto, that all swear that it's the best thing since sliced bread, or barbecue ribs. I mean, if we're going to go down that road. So just, eat something, just here's the diet you should. I'll just tell you right now. This is the diet you should be on. The one that you stay on, right? So if it's eating a lot of leafy vegetables and lean proteins, healthy fats, whatever, whole grains, whatever, um, do it. But here's the thing. Here's the common denominator between all of the nutritional people out there. They don't eat crud, right? No sugars, no processed foods, right? So there's the common denominator. And that's why, I guess, maybe, they can all say they're the best, right? Because they're not eating crap. Let's just say it, right? So, but nutrition fuels your brain, your body. So you got to eat sort of right. I mean, we need protein. Nobody in any of the groups say we don't need protein. So got to need protein. How you get it, that's up to you. Because you got to have energy. And you know what? The more you do that, the better your emotions are, right? So, yay. Okay, so that's number 3, some type of nutrition, whatever it is. We can talk about that later, and we will. Um, Stay hydrated. That'd be number 4. Drinking water, right? I mean, this whole world comes around to water. That's our life, right? So dehydration can give you headaches, lead to fatigue, make you irritable. So keeping hydrated helps you sustain that focus and your mood. Huh, there you go. Better mindset. Just drinking water. And here's the thing. I got a glass of water today, and you just drink a little bit. So everybody says drink 8 glasses of water every day. So that's 8 ounces or more of water every hour. Don't never could get to that 8 when I did it that way. But if I keep the water with me at all times, I just drink a little bit, and then like let's just say half a cup of water the first day. You do the half the next day, then you do a little bit more. Your mouth starts getting dry. You start wanting more, right? So just ease into it, just like all programs. You should just ease in most programs. You should ease. Okay, no, I won't go there. I was going to say, if you're an alcoholic, you don't ease out. You don't. I'm just joking now. So anyway, ease into it, and it'll give you a better mood. Like what we talked about last week, number 5, prioritize your sleep. And it's not so much when you wake up, it's when you go to bed. Do you give yourself enough time to sleep? Whether you do it or not, irrelevant at this point. All right. But 7 to 9 hours per night, it really should be where you're at. And if you're saying you're getting by, you're lying to yourself. Well, you just don't know. You're at your own level of ignorance, just like I am at mine. But 6 hours, 5 hours, definitely. Yeah, your brain isn't functioning correctly. That's sleep deprivation, and you may be getting by, but that's like saying, I can run in the Olympics with a 20-pound weight. I don't care who they are. If they got a 20-pound weight on them, they ain't winning the Olympics. Maybe they get in, but they ain't winning. So you're not working at your mind isn't at its premium when you're not getting enough sleep. So naps really good. Anything before 3 really is probably about the best. But that's one of the nice things about going outside and walking. You get that melatonin from the sun, right? And it starts telling your body, hey, it's daytime. And it starts building up so that you can go to sleep. So it's kind of a cool thing there. Sleep is essential for, if it wasn't essential, why did we keep it, right? I mean, genetically wise, we get rid of the bad and we keep the good. So if sleep didn't provide a purpose, and it provides just about every purpose there is for your human body, um, why do we have it? So sleep, good. Non-sleep, bad. So quality sleep is crucial for your emotional resilience, your memory, your energy levels. Just get a good night's sleep. And I'm not saying that we don't mess up and we don't stay awake and stuff like that, but um, sleep is good. And you know, this computer that we're on, we don't need to be on it. The blue light, by the way, is what keeps us awake. So if you're on your tablet or your phone, it's probably got blue light. That's going to keep you awake and tell the brain that it's daylight, right? And that's why you don't get sleepy. And that phone, by the way, you want to talk about sleep, it shouldn't even be in the bedroom. Well, I've got it for an alarm. Hey, Walmart has alarms that you can use. By the way, turn the light away because that little bitty light will actually help keep you awake. So, I mean, complete darkness. When I say complete, I mean complete darkness is a great thing. Now, if you're older and you go and get up to go to the bathroom, have a little night light that turns on with movement or something like that. Or do a little, I've got a thing that when I take naps that goes over the face, a little mask. So that keeps out the light. So all these little kind of tips and tricks for sleep prioritizing. Um, Really good. Sleep is really good. So, and what I alluded to, number six, is practice mindfulness or meditation, right? So, like my aura ring here, it tells me a lot of times, like, hey, like you're too excited or you're having a bad day or whatever. It actually knows the difference between physical and mental stress. It's kind of weird. But anyway, it'll say, hey, you want to take some time to relax? And it goes through a little 5 minute, 10 minute, 20 minute, whatever I want to pick, little meditation thing. And it walks you through it. And it actually helps, calms you down and gives me some more good times, right? So any type of meditation, and I know a lot of people say, yeah, I don't get into that meditation stuff. Well, here's the thing. Really what meditation is it just gives your brain a chance to relax, calm down. I mean, think about if you had the pedal on the metal the whole time in your car, which you pretty much do when you've got the computer and your games and your TV and the kids, and it's just all the time, right? And so there's no downtime, right? So meditation is downtime. And if it starts for 2 or 3 minutes and then you build, ease into it, right? Ease into it. Meditation is really good. I mean, I've been doing it forever and a day. My wife didn't like it when she first started. She's like, I can't think of the same thing the whole time. That's okay. Neither can I. Neither can the Taoist monks. All right, that's why they have to practice all the time. So, so we just keep, just a little bit every day, and that's how the brain learns, right? It's a little bit every day until the neurons go, oh, we're doing this. Okay, that's how you learn to count. That's how you learn to walk, talk, everything. A little bit every day. So that's number six. Number seven, what we're doing right now, sort of. There's nobody here right now, but um, social connections, right? Just social connections. Um, Try and just be around a group of people, like-minded people. I met a guy today, Tim, in the water aerobics class, and he goes to Bible study. That's his thing, and he does it at certain times. He's got that social gathering. We're creatures of social uh, community, so make time for some meaningful conversations with activities with friends or family. Something like that. Um, if you hear a jingle, it's because my kitten is just got to let you guys know that she's around and she's hunting something. I'm not sure what, but she's got it and she's going to get it more. So, but anyway, social, that's a social thing, right? Cats, when they purr, they release some kind of chemical or something, or it's the sound is really soothing for people. So, and dogs are real good. I mean, that's just proven, just having a pet around. So, but human social better sometimes, depending on the human, right? So, social interaction improves your emotional well-being. Provides a motivation for your healthy habits because you're feeling better, right? And you get out, at least you're getting out and moving to go see someone, hopefully, or they're coming over and you're having a good time at your house, book clubs or whatever, right? So, social connections, right? So, and this is that's number seven. So number eight is setting realistic goals. So like let's just talk about your fitness goals or your mental health goals. What we were just talking about. These small, achievable steps. Baby steps is what I always like to say. Just baby steps. Just small little move. Everybody, it's a marathon life, right? It's not a sprint. And so we don't have to win the marathon. We just need to start walking. And if we get through half the marathon, a quarter of the marathon, uh, we're doing great, right? So just whatever your goals are, just make it realistic and give yourself some positive feedback. That'll come back here. That'll be later. But just set realistic goals. I mean, everybody's like, I'm going to go all in with the carnivore diet. Well, my wife and I did that. My body was ready for it. Hers wasn't, right? And so your body, and some people say, I'm going to just go right into vegan, and it just doesn't normally doesn't work for most people. Some of us we can get away with it, right? We're all in, and that's fine. That's good. But some people, you just need to take time. And she still doesn't 100% carnivore. She's found her own area that's great. And when we get into nutrition, I'll explain why that's fine. But just be realistic about your goals. Just a little. Just the main thing is, here's the thing: if you set 3 goals and you do 2, you have failed. That's how your brain thinks. Oh, I didn't do it. I failed. But you did 2, right? So just set 1 goal and 5 minutes or whatever, or X amount of reps or this amount of whatever, something that you can do. I know it's not a challenging goal so much. The goal is actually challenging because you're doing something different, which the brain fights against because it has to expend more energy and it doesn't want to do that. It wants to save as much energy. So just setting a goal is actually, and doing it, even though how small it is actually harder. And then just increase the goal as you go, right? Because there might be some goals that you start and you're like we started eating a certain way and it didn't work out. So we switched it, right? So, things change, right? Think about your whole life, it changes. So realistic goals. And that's number 8. Number 9 is learn something new. The brain needs to stay active. It could be a new activity or a hobby. It could be a cooking class, dance lessons, learning a new language. Yes, you can learn new languages no matter what age you are at. And maybe it's not as easy as a kid, but it's easier than you think. Um, it's easier to learn, period, as you think. As a matter of fact, working out and staying active, the aerobic conditioning part of it anyway, actually gives you 10% more brain cells to work with. So, or energy, learning anyway. So, go ahead and stay with that new activity or hobby, and it'll keep you vibrant. And, it's like, like I was learning how to swim. I know how to swim, but the dynamics of exactly how to swim. If you're doing the backstroke or you're doing freestyle or whatever, and I like that kind of stuff. So for me, that's fun, right? But very challenging too because it has to be done a certain way. So, challenge your brain keeps you sharp and promotes a growth-oriented mindset. So try something new. What can it hurt? Not much. Well, if you just go all out and go crazy, you max out everything on your first try, then yeah, you'll probably hurt yourself. But just baby steps, right? Remember the baby steps, right? And then the last one, probably the best one, is just to practice gratitude. Number 10, practice gratitude. Uh, write down just 1, 2, 3 things a day that you're grateful for each day. If it's just one, just one. Hey, I'm doing my gratitude check. That's one, right? So at least you got that, right? So there you go, right? Easy enough, right? So, or you can just start making a list. Gratitude shifts your focus, though, from challenges to perspective aspects of your life. Basically, it boosts your happiness. So one of the things that I like to do is when I talk positive mindset, I ask the question, why am I so healthy? Not I am healthy. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. But if you're not, then that's a lie. But if you say, why am I getting so healthy? Your brain starts to work on solving that problem, right? So you can practice gratitude in a positive way that gets you to move forward, right? If you think about it, if you just say, I'm healthy, and you're 100 pounds overweight, you're lying. So, or if I'm physically active, and you're not, you're lying. Your brain doesn't help. That doesn't help you, right? But if you say, why am I getting to become more physically active? Then your brain starts thinking, oh, it's because you're going to do, and you start doing it. So asking a question actually promotes the brain to actually respond with the answer. And then, of course, you have to do the answer. You have to do the work, right? So, but it helps a lot better, in my opinion. So, and of course, this is just my opinion. Uh, do your research. These strategies should provide you some approach to fostering both physical and mental health. Next meeting, we'll be talking about the 3 out of the 4 things that you need to do to stay healthy. So stay tuned. We'll be on the same bat time, the same bat channel. Hope you all are having a happy and successful day. I'm Stephen Beaver, your TMV Busy Beaver, uh, and have a happy and successful rest of your day. Bye for now.